Welcome everybody. Welcome. Happy Friday. Happy Friday, y'all. We back. We back again for another good shenanigans and all of that jazz episode. Okay. So let's get down to it. First of all, let me bring up the queens. Why's my horn not working? See, it's on some type of other stuff tonight. Hold my computer and give me a sign. It's gonna be tripping tonight. But anyway, uh brand new to the panel. Glad to have her. Miss Kiss of My Cheeks is in the building. Hey now. Now the applause is gonna work. I see what it's giving. I see what it's giving. Detective Dina is in the building. What's going on, mama? Hello, hello. Oh my god.
Hey y'all, hey.
Confessions is back.
Hey girls.
How you doing, Confessions? I thought my computer was
my life.
There we go. Right. Yes. Yes. And the petty queen is in the building, looking stunning and giving that's pretty color, dark color. What's going on?
Nothing.
Wow. And all that's just like nothing. I'm like,
listen.
The
passive aggressiveness, I had to,
we just happy she showed up. We just happy she showed up.
Oh wow. Okay. Let's now I let you know I took my little notes this time, but the beginning, I guess fishing was a theme. I felt like in the beginning. I don't know what you guys thought about. I was like, okay, I guess we fishing. We're talking about fishing on a date. So it was cute. It was cute. I'm trying to see what they're going with it. I don't know. Is that my computer? That's somebody's computer. I don't know. I'm hearing some kind of noise.
It's probably me.
Okay. So what do we all think? Oh yeah, I had to get my little animated black man fishing. That's it. Yes. What did y'all think about the beginning? Was it boring? Was it giving cuteness? What was it giving? Filler? What y'all think?
Filler. I don't even remember it.
Oh wow, damn. Okay.
It took me a minute to figure out. Like it felt. I was like, where the rest of the men at? Well, I was like, we down to 4 men already. What happened? But it dawned on me that DeMario and I don't want to call him Tyler Perry Mike, but I can't remember his name. They was
Andre.
Missing. Yes, him. Both Andres was missing.
Yes.
Well, one Andre got COVID.
Yeah.
The one with the Tyler Perry mic is the one who got COVID. The chocolate one with the beard, his name is also Andre.
Yes.
He was there. He was just real quiet.
Andre ended leaving because he was sick.
Because he had on the little pink outfit and he was matching one of the girls. Because I remember they were sitting down. They went to go sit down and talk to each other. And I was like, oh, he looking real flamingo-ish out here in these streets.
Yeah, I think pink was the theme of the whole thing because all the girls were wearing this hot pink color.
Yeah, the girls. The girls.
I think that was like a theme, I guess.
Keyword, the girls.
You
not
know what?
In the quotation marks. Fix it, God.
I'm not even gonna do that tonight. I am not. So Jeffrey, hold on. Let me talk about this fish. I should got a picture. That fish looked good on that plate. I don't know what the white stuff was on top of it, but it made me want some fish.
It was onions.
That what that was? Oh my god! Yes, I love me.
I thought it was some type of sauce.
I thought it was onions because it looked like it was hanging off the plate. I mean, like hanging off. It didn't look like it was dripping like sauce. So I thought it was onions. I could be wrong. I'm never always right, but I definitely could be wrong. Anything. But see, I'm not the one to be eating no fish that still got a head on it. I need it dead when it come to my plate. I don't care if you fried it or not. The head and the tail need to be gone.
Oh no. Can I get me a nice croaker filleted? Why you can leave the head on, it's fine.
I don't want my food looking back at me.
Do you eat the head?
No.
Oh, so why do you leave the head on? Is it just for the presentation?
It don't even make me know. Never mind. I don't care if the head is there or not.
I don't need my food looking back at me.
Yeah, I can't have that.
They can watch me eat it. It's fine. I'm okay.
Okay, we got about 30 people in the chat right now. First of all, I want to give a shout out to everybody. We got 30 people in the chat, but real quick for you guys, I need you guys to hit that like button and subscribe, please. Give me to the channel, please. I would appreciate that. Just real quick. okay? Because it's 30 y'all in here watching, and we're gonna give y'all a show. We're gonna give y'all shenanigans. So please do that for me. Okay, what else we talking about? We talking about the fish, the dates. Who's that Jeffrey talking about? She was singing mom. Was that him talking about Mark Anthony? Oh, yeah, it was Mark Anthony because she said once Anthony left because of COVID, she had to start. I don't know why I think Mark Anthony is really attractive. And
He is.
Marcia and
I don't
Blue
know
went
why
out.
you think
And I
that
like
He
either.
Blue.
is very attractive.
No, he's not.
I mean, I think he's easy on the eyes. There was a couple of good slides they had him, and I was like, oh. And then they showed him somewhere else, and I was like, oh, I got excited for nothing. And so, but he's easy on the eyes. He ain't panty dropper fine in my book, but he easy on the eyes.
Is he though?
I ain't seen no bad shots of him yet.
Well, you know, he's of
Well, you've
he
been
he
missing in
don't fit
action,
the
so we can't
profile,
trust
so
your
he got to
judgment,
work
Ruben.
harder.
But I've been watching.
That's not
I'm
even
just
the point.
saying he don't fit the profile, so he would have to work harder. So it don't take much for me to get turned off if you don't fit the profile.
That's true. I feel you there.
Oh,
Kamisha must be
Okay.
having technical difficulties.
well,
I don't know who y'all talking about.
you
Huh?
don't know who we talking about?
Mark
The one that
Anthony.
showed up last week, one of the new ones. No.
Oh, the new one. Okay.
Mark
Yeah,
Anthony,
yeah.
he came with fabric softener.
Yeah.
When they
All right, I'm
introduced the new one, he did the young tender who wants to be a pilot.
Wait, what happened?
He was like, "What?" She was kiss my cheeks.
He
Wanted to
trying
know
to
which
explain
guy
to
we
Kiss
were
My
talking
Cheeks
about.
who Mark Anthony is.
Mark Anthony, I like Mark Anthony. I don't know why. Just he has this look about him that just does something to me. I don't know, but I like Blue as well. 'Cause Blue and Marcia went out, and I
He
like Blue
looked
in his
like the
eyes.
back of his neck smelled like Similac.
Who do?
Mark
Who-
Anthony.
Mark Anthony?
I am gone and in the afterlife, y'all. Y'all might as well just call up the pastor
I
and
like
plan
Blue
my
too. You
funeral.
don't
I'm
like Blue?
gone.
He got some pretty eyes.
It's the
Who?
eyes for me, yes.
I don't see nothing
Blue.
else past the eyes. I don't know. I
Oh
need
my
me a
God.
good fine chocolate drop, and I have yet to see that. And I'm
I mean, what
got
about
nice
I mean, as
eyes.
far as looks though, but what about anything else? I like him as a man, the way he speaks and how he handles himself. I like that about him, besides the eyes too, though.
Blue.
Who?
I don't like none
Wait,
of
what
them.
happened?
I
Get
don't know who
somebody else
y'all
to do it.
talking about because y'all just ran this whole conversation. I have no idea who you're talking about.
Blue.
Blue,
She
the one
talking
with
about
the New
Blue.
Orleans with the brown, the pretty eyes.
I know who Blue is.
Oh, okay.
I'm
What you
stuck
talking
on the
about?
nice eyes situation. I thought that was. I don't know.
I'm gonna be mad if he got contacts in.
I'm sure gonna be mad about
I
that.
know
Oh,
Demario
that would
has
be such a
contacts in because his eyes are gray.
disappointment.
Demario is wearing the same contacts I got in.
So, yeah, we can talk about the yacht, whatever was going on, the game they played, the yachts. First, it started out with Anthony. I'm sorry, Cynthia says that Anthony is the male version of her, that they match really well. Blake had a lot of problems today. Like it seemed like he was just battling, he was just struggling. What y'all think about the fact that Morgan felt like that Tony wasn't giving her enough attention, and he don't think she
I
has enough
felt bad that
confidence?
it wasn't until 2 minutes ago that I remembered what Morgan's name was and did a whole review calling her a beautiful chocolate doll because I couldn't remember that child's name to save my life.
Oh my God.
I cannot. No, I mean, I think like it's kind of like if every season they have to have this couple or a person that doesn't feel like they get an attention, just like enough attention or whatever. And they're probably not insecure, but they're painting them as being insecure or needy or searching for validation. And just because you're searching for validation doesn't make you needy or insecure. That could be your love language. You know what I'm saying? Words of affirmation or whatever could be your love language. Doesn't mean I'm needy, but for someone who's not had the discussion of what you need or to make you feel secure in a relationship, it could come off to the other person as being insecure or needy, which means they need to up their connection and have a conversation.
Okay. The game they played with the feet rubbing. What do we think about that as a game plays? Because Mark Anthony in the rubber of Jeffrey's feet and Mercedes' feet. Kinda. He rubbed the leg a little bit. But what y'all think about that? I was like, what kind of game did they play? But whatever.
Like, why do we gotta play these games? I was just
I don't like
surprised
these
that it
games.
didn't go left. Because
Thank you.
usually these games go left. That's
Because
usually the MO with
it's
these
their
games in the
top.
past seasons.
Oh yeah,
It's
because
too
Demario show was upset. Demario was really upset when she went over there and gave the kiss. He was like that turned the Jeffrey kissed Mario. Demario said he was turned off.
Oh, of
um
course he
He's
was.
turned off
Yeah,
because she didn't come and kiss him. That's the only
exactly.
reason he was turned off.
we
And
all know that.
I think that
We knew
Morgan
was the ex.
said, who was it, Lyndon or Mark Anthony? I don't know, whoever it was. Lyndon, I think, was the most handsome man on the boat to get Tony to step his game up. That's what I think she was doing. She was like, oh, you want to flirt in all these other women's face and not give me my attention or whatever? I'm going to pick him now. Step your game up or let him win.
Would you say kiss my cheek?
Isn't this episode 3? Like you're supposed to still be talking to everyone. So it was last week when Morgan was like, she like who likes her. So it's giving the vibe as long as you pay her attention, she down. So she just looking for somebody to pay her attention. That's not love, and that's why she's probably never been in love because anybody could pay you
Daughter,
attention.
she's known these people for 35 seconds. She
Right.
But
That's
what you
I also
mean?
agree with Dina saying too. I think that she was doing a lot of that stuff to get. Well, I mean, maybe try to get his attention. I don't think it worked because
but
It
Tony
didn't
still
work.
it
Clearly.
it
doesn't
didn't
work.
work at all.
Oh, but I was saying, I said
Did
thing
it
about
did work because he got mad about it. It worked. He got mad about it, and then you'll see in some of the previews later on. It ain't. Remember that one scene where he was like, "Oh, you mad because I have a stronger connection with Morgan than you, and I've kissed her several times." So it worked.
Well,
Well, I just think that for him to be acting like that, somebody's turned you off. I thought that was a little bit. That was too much for me. Because now all of a sudden you want to say you're talking to. I mean, well, he had two women he was talking to, but now all of a sudden because of that, he said he gonna get back to Corvea, who looks like Erica to me from Love and Hip Hop, Atlanta. To me,
Yeah.
the nails, everything. That's what she gives. Um, now y'all, Jeffrey lied. Now, right? Is this? How do we? It's a little bit of drama where Jeffrey supposedly lied.
I don't think she lied.
no, I don't think she lied. I don't think she lied. She didn't lie.
I
Because
don't
she's
think she lied.
standing in it. She is standing in it. And
Said
she
no
ain't back
how.
down. She ain't
One,
back down not one word. Matter of fact, she was so confident in it. She was like, explain to me exactly what I said that hurt you.
But
Like,
she knew what she
Right.
said. She knew what
she knew what
Exactly.
she said. And now I think if he would have repeated it and what she and had it, misspoken the words, not the meaning, but misspoken the words, she would have corrected him and said, I said XYZ. But he knew what she said. She knew what he said that she repeated. And she's like, you gonna say it on camera or what? Because she'd have been like, use a bold face MF lie. And we was on the phone on Thursday at 9:12 p.m. and you said this. And matter of fact, Friday at 12:57 a.m., you text me the exact same thing you said at 9:12. She was gonna pull it out, and he knew it too.
Wow.
that's why he didn't
That's
say
what I
what
was
it is that
thinking.
she said, so she
That's
could
why.
refute it with the truth. Cause she would have been like, no, player. Cause this you
He
right?
didn't say it because he
This you
knew.
right here in the phone, right? That's our conversation. That's you saying that I'm the one. I'm the only ones.
And
That's
I'm
what you
just
said.
telling these other women what they want to hear. And she even said she didn't have a problem with him saying that she was the one. She had a problem with him misleading these other women and lying, if you want to go that far, or painting a picture like he was interested and he had already found his person. That's what
You
she
was
had a
correct the
problem with.
first time when you said lie. You
Yeah.
was correct. That's the correct language to use when you said lie.
Hmm.
Because that's what you're doing. If you are saying to her, you the one, you the only ones, you the one that I think about all day, you the one, shout out to Rihanna. And then you gonna tell them, I'm just gonna say what I need to say to these other women
To get through the process.
to get through the process. Why lie?
But isn't that the name of the game now? The name of the game isn't about finding a connection. It's about stringing along enough people to get votes to stay to the end.
Right. But at the
That's
same
true.
time,
And
if
there's no
that is the
prize.
plan, you don't tell somebody your plan. You know what I'm saying? That's why
True.
you supposed to move in silence because
Yes.
everybody ain't your friend. So, you know what I'm saying? While you sitting up here pillow talking and telling this person this is my plan because I want you, but did she say she wanted you back? You know what I'm saying? So, I would be wait till I knew you in it to win it with me. Okay, this is how we gonna play the game. And I honestly believe, like, and I'm not gonna say that this was happened because I wasn't there, but I believe Joy and Clifton, when they found that you my person, I'm your person, they had a deal on how to get to the end. That we gonna play the game, we gonna do the dates, we gonna trust the process, and if we meant to be, we'll pick each other in the end. You know what I'm saying? And I think that Blake was trying to get her in on the we in it to win it to the end, and she wasn't with it, and she snitched on him. That's what happened.
What Blake was having when they was arguing back and forth, she just looks really. It just didn't look good for her the whole time because you arguing with her because she pulled the whole mod talking about she pulled the cape trying to save him and
I
everything.
hollered.
I almost passed out. I said, "You know, y'all watch us.
But
You
but
know, you watch us."
this what upset me about her and the Kate. Now, you said what you said in deliberation. Blake had to go on a date and understand why he was in the bottom. So it's not like Blake wasn't in the bottom and the old girl called and told him what was said in the deliberation. Now that would have been like against the code. But when you go and you doing the bottom two dates or whatever, you supposed to say the lady said, and this is why we feel, and either you're still ready to love and improve on this, or you're not ready to love and pack your stuff and exit stage right. So it's not like she went and told all willy-nilly or whatever. So it's not like she was caping for him. You know what I'm saying? She told what was said in deliberation, fix your stuff, and then let's move forward. So I
First of
don't
all,
understand how that's
Blake shouldn't
caping
be
for
saying
somebody.
anything. He should have been saying anything, just like when he mentioned
No, the
talking about
cape came
it
out
was it
when
was in it
she.
was in it was in the gentleman's lounge. They made that little music. You know he wasn't supposed to even mention that.
Mm-mm.
Welcome Stacy and welcome Mod Afro Mama. How y'all doing? Late
Hey,
but it's okay.
ladies.
Yes,
No,
yes,
okay.
ma'am.
But Dina, the cape came out when she was talking to her and Demario, and she was like, "Well, Blake said X, Y, and Z, but I know he said such and such and so and so." And it's so here comes Susanna, who now is his personal attack drawer because she got a nickname from him. I'll say, well, your communication styles, and maybe you didn't hear what you thought you heard, and he said X, Y, and Z. So you put your cape on for this nigga because he done gave you a nickname, daughter?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, some people do like to play devil's advocate, like you sure you heard what you thought you heard. I mean, it is what it is.
You can look. Stacy,
I'm just
go ahead,
saying.
Stacy.
I love me some Jeffrey, right? Gorgeous, love her. She's one of my faves. But based on the previews from the next episode, we can see that the truth was stretched about her conversation with Suzanne because Suzanne wasn't questioning her about Blake. She came to the table with Suzanne and Demario. And brought it up and brought up the conversation. And she was the one that started asking questions.
100%.
But we see that when she goes on further, she changes the story as if, it was actually Suzanne who was super caping for him. So that just made me question, like, once I saw that clip, it made me question what that conversation may have looked like. And we saw in that exchange, Suzanne couldn't get in a word in edgewise. She couldn't say, like, it was very combative. Like it was a very hard to get through conversation.
Because even she was telling some truth. You ain't
I
gonna
just
believe
want
what
to
she's
say
saying.
I can't trust Blake as far as I can throw him. He doesn't seem
but
credible.
how can we trust? How can we trust what she's saying though? I'm just saying, how can we trust what she's saying though?
That was hard for me because Jeffrey is gorgeous. Like I'm like, oh, I love her so much. So that's just hard for me. But to see that like that,
well, I think she's pretty and all those things. However, I don't have all of those feelings where, oh my gosh, she's so beautiful. I could never. I don't feel that way. I just believe her over Blake. Blake,
Well, I'm just
something,
saying it.
something is not something about him don't sizzle right in my spirit, and I felt this way since he got him in his dimples and gray hair since he got here.
Well,
Something
I
about
What
that
you
just
think,
young
feel,
Ma?
man
What you think? What you
I
think,
is
feel
Ma?
the way I feel the way I feel
After,
like as a cast member. I think I know how sometimes when you're filming and doing things, how it might look different than how you recall when you were there. You know what I mean?
mhm,
Through the
mhm,
process of cutting and editing. So that's why I say that. I just
okay.
I don't want to be somebody to just drag people like me. But I
I
do
know,
have
but
a
that's why I do it for you.
thank you so much.
You know I love
And you know what else it is? You helping me work on my
you. Come on, commercial. Let's
Oh
take
my,
y'all.
you missed it,
let's
Ebony.
put a
The
lip
link
in your
the link
life.
Hold
Ebony,
up,
the link
look,
was
and it
actually
comes
in description. It was last time when she spoke about it, so it was in the last two lives description. So if anybody wanted to
with.
get to it, I had it already there for you. For
I mean,
anybody
we can
wanting
go
to get it.
on since they were kissing on this
Right.
episode.
Well, yeah, we've talked
Period.
about that. How Demario was in his feelings
You could
about
kiss 15 people and
he
your
felt
lips stay the
disgusted
same.
with somebody kissing somebody else. But mine, since somebody spoke on the fact that I
Hey,
didn't want to hear,
Sister Mod.
I didn't hear confession and Kimachi, but I want to hear from mine. What you think about the Jeffrey lying, not lying? How'd you feel about that, Mod? And she froze.
I think she
Yeah, I
froze.
just can you hear me?
Yeah,
Can
we
you
can
hear
hear
me,
you.
guys?
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Am I,
Yes,
Yes.
am I frozen?
You
we
need to
can hear
turn your
you.
You
volume
can hear
down a
me?
little bit.
Are you the mic plugged in?
You
Did
been
I hear
hearing
her
it
too?
15 years
Mod?
since we've been doing this show, and you still hearing it like you don't
Can
know
you
what
hear me
it's
now?
like.
I
Is that good?
Mod. I can hear you, but can you hear us?
Yes.
Okay, well, when you saying yes, like we
Wow,
just being
sister.
talking, girl.
What?
Okay, so all I was saying is I just didn't understand why if Blake is
Hold on,
gonna pull
hold
Jeffrey
on, Mod. You
aside.
are a little loud. You're a little loud. Is your mic plugged in?
Oh my gosh.
Hold on. Did you choose the
Jesus.
microphone? Did you choose the microphone in the settings?
Okay,
Did you
is
do all
it
that?
good now? Is that better?
You need
I
Turn
don't
your
information.
volume
understand why
down.
it is like this because it's never like this when I'm doing other lives.
I told you what to do. Did you
And I'm
look at the
doing
mic?
exactly the same thing I do.
See, you're not
But
listening
you
to me. I know
remember
you're
that?
not. So I'm
I
not
mean,
even gonna do
down
this. Hey,
because
Alicia,
Hey
because you're not
y'all.
even listening to me. I'm not.
There he
Like,
is. Hey, baby girl.
Hey.
Lord have mercy, Jesus. Just go ahead and speak, but just maybe if you talk a little lower, it won't be as loud. Now, what were you saying about Jeffrey and the
I'm
line?
gonna leave and come back because I cannot hear anything you're saying. You're too low. I cannot hear anything.
Oh Lord.
Okay, Mod.
I'm so over this. Lee, we talking about Jeffrey and lies. Did you have anything you want to say about that? Everybody had different opinions so far.
You said Jeffrey and what?
They said she
Who you
lied.
think is lying, Jeffrey or Blake? Who you think
Yes.
telling the truth?
Oh, I think Jeffrey lying.
You think Jeffrey's lying?
Mm-hmm. Are we talking? We at the boat. We at the scene where. Sorry, I had to finish watching the episode. Y'all know I'm on a different time zone.
No, we're
Um,
yeah. Go ahead.
we talking about the scene where they was on the boat and he was telling her something about how he was feeling her, but didn't want to say what was said.
Yes. And then
And then
she went
she,
over to talking to about it to Demario and Sue and all this stuff. Yes.
well, I don't feel like Blake is lying because Sue is the one who relayed the message from the ladies' room to him. So
Wait,
whatever
what?
she said, that's right. That's the right thing. Yeah,
No, no,
because
no.
she,
He said, did he? Okay, how? I'm not sure. Did I get it wrong? I thought
yeah,
he heard
because
it.
she
He
said
thought he heard through his lounge. So was the
she
other way?
Sue said that she's the one who told him. Am I the only one that seen that?
Oh, well, she's. I know. Wow, maybe I
Yes.
must have missed. Okay, go ahead.
Jeffrey
Continue.
told
I'm
it.
sorry.
So
Jeffrey
Sue,
said it in the women's lounge. Suzanne relayed the message to Jeffrey at the elimination
Mm.
date. And he said it wasn't true. So
so
then
I
he
feel that
pulls baby girl to the side. He pulls Jeffrey to the side and say, I'm hurt. about some of the feedback that I got. And she was like, well, what feedback did you get that hurt you so bad? And he refused to say what it was. Well, then what the hell did you pull me to the side for? If you wasn't finna tell me what it is, telling me you hurt my feedback, what you want me to do with that?
First of all, she shouldn't have said that. I didn't. Okay, so then, Sue Ann, she shouldn't have done that. She should have went and told that information. I mean, this whole secret lounge is on my
but
nerves.
why
It's no
is
secret.
we saying she shouldn't have told the information when he was on the potential elimination date, and she had to tell him?
No, she did not have to tell him what
Okay.
somebody else said. Yes, you can say you on the chopping block, but not this lady said this,
But
this,
you
and
supposed
this.
if you're not kicking them off the show, you supposed to tell them what they need to work on. And
Yeah, but
so her
him,
and the other ladies felt like if he had picked Jeffrey to be his person, then he's lying, and what Jeffrey said was true, then he would be lying about his feelings towards the other women. And so the other ladies would feel some type of way if he continued in the process and that statement was true. Does that not make sense?
I just felt like she shouldn't have said anything because you singled her out.
That part.
You singled her specifically out, so it's like you were out. You were hating, or you were mad because that was your man and she messing it up. I don't know.
Let's do this. If we just said the ladies feel
I could barely
like you're not being genuine, he would want to know where that information came from or what incident in particular caused the ladies to feel that way. So then again, she would still have to say, Jeffrey said to the ladies that you already picked her and that you are just BSing all these other women. So either way it goes, there's a cause and effect. You can't just say the effect without the cause.
Yeah, but she still didn't have to single her out. The point of the ladies' room is the ladies' room as a collective. If he only talking to her, I'm not gonna be like, oh, we all in the ladies' room or we backstage, and then I'm like, Dina said.
But here again, I feel like it would have been wrong if Blake wasn't in the bottom two and she called him up and said, hey, brother, you need to look out because you was almost in the bottom two and this is what was said about you. That's different than him being on an elimination date. That's just me.
What happened to whoever stays in the ladies' lounge or the men lounge staying there? He shouldn't even say that
you
anymore.
have to, when you're on an elimination date,
the bottom two.
When you're on an elimination date, you have to explain why you're in the bottom two. You just don't go to dinner with somebody and be like, you in the bottom two. If we choose you ready to love, you figure it out.
Who else did he say? Who else did he say that? Because the only person she talked about was Sue. I'm sorry, whatever her name is. The only one he spoke about was one person. It was different if he said a bunch of them, but just one person. No, not Sue Ann. Sue Ann told about what I forgot what Jeffrey said.
Sue Ann said what Jeffrey said, but she also said the ladies feel. So, you know what I'm saying? In an elimination date, you get a little leeway about what you can say that happened in the deliberation. When they say what happens in deliberation stays in deliberation means if the dude ain't in the bottom two, don't go calling him, telling him what was said.
Exactly.
I have an opinion about it because I feel like out of all the ladies, nobody is really vibing with Blake but Sue Ann. So if Jeffrey comes to elimination and says, Blake is say I'm his woman and I'm the only one and he playing around with everybody else. If I'm Sue Ann and I'm vibing with him and I think he's vibing with me because he's telling me sweet nothings as well, I'm going to check him. I'm going to want to know, look, old girl said you her man. And so if that's where you want to go, let me know. So I'm not mad either way as Sue Ann for getting confirmation about what was said because she really the only one that has a connection with him. Blake can go home next week. So,
no, he's not.
Who else likes Blake? But
how is he gonna go home? Sue Ann has a connection with him.
She the only one. Somebody got to go home.
That's enough. That's enough to keep you going.
If you look at the show right now, everybody got a connection with everybody. Everybody just
First of all, am I too loud? Can you guys hear me?
No, we can hear you. You're fine, Maud.
No, you're good. Go ahead.
Okay,
somebody
I
has
was gonna say this.
Go ahead.
I am seeing it from two perspectives. If
Okay.
Blake said these things to Jeffrey, and now Swan comes and tells him, that you're in the bottom two because of this and this. Is he trying to bribe Swan by buying that stupid bracelet?
Yes.
Okay? So that the only connection I have with you is this is the only connection I have with you. You're special to me. I have even bought a bracelet to you. On the other hand, is why are you gonna pull a girl and then she's asking you, what is it you're mad about? Oh, I cannot you pull the girl. Tell the girl what the problem is. You are 44-year-old man. You can handle a conversation. Okay. This is the only this is the one point I did not see his dimples.
I agree.
And I like his dimples. But in this conversation,
and if you're really a man of integrity, you don't have no issue. You don't have no issue confronting somebody who is lying on you.
Number two,
agree.
I have a problem with this Jeffrey girl.
Okay.
Okay. She's pretty, she's all that, but she's confused. Okay. She's all over the place. She's like, oh, I'm gonna get to Mark Anthony because Andrea is not here. Andrea is not thinking about you. Andrea is thinking about the green girl, the girl with the green dress. Okay. He's not checking for you, just like he's not checking for that stupid ponytail of his. You know what I'm saying?
Not the cape. Not the cape.
What around?
The cape is bad.
Oh my God! Right now,
and listen, I am. Listen, Kiss My Chick said, when Jeffrey said this thing about wearing a cape, she remembered. I ain't. No, listen. Swan and me, we are not. Nah.
Maud, when she said something about a cape, I screamed your name at my TV.
Everybody has to watch this show. They have to, because they took something Ebby said before too, the inventory and something else. I forgot. I said y'all watch it. Y'all do.
They got no more inventory in the bed.
No. They barely got enough money to feed these people.
Is the wind blowing it? And y'all know, don't nobody on none of these videos.
I am done
right now. I am so done. Oh God.
Okay, so clearly Blake's bribe of the bracelet worked on Susanna for her to put that cape on.
Bribe me. Buy me stuff and bribe me.
Wait, how old is one? How old is one? How old is
too damn old to be accepting the bracelet as a bribery?
I don't
exactly.
know.
Oh Lord,
Jesus. Say, oh yeah, I have a nickname.
At least
okay.
Period.
So he gave you a nickname. So what?
He didn't really give her a nickname. He just doubled up on her name, Susu. That ain't no real fucking nickname.
Okay,
somebody woke up from their nap and chose violence today.
Wait a minute.
It's not even a nickname; it's a code, actually.
Because I have two different. I got two different nicknames. Like my family calls me Ebby, short for Ebony, and then my ex-husband used to call me Squeak. So your nickname, it just depends. What the hell is you doing, Stacey? With that? You try to get
I'm hitting the violence button. It's the violence.
She said she doing what?
I woke up and chose because no.
I'm hitting the violence button. Y'all
talking about some Susu. He didn't even put no thought into it.
Is that what you're saying?
You trying to hit you need a buzz?
I'm dead.
That don't want to work. I swear this internet. I'm gonna stay in my mind.
Like what? So and then he was eating that shit up talking about, I got a nickname for it.
First of all, Jeffrey should know Mark Anthony is not gonna be a stepdad for 3 children. She should know, but Mark Anthony is gonna be a stepdad when there's this girl who is a air hostess. What's her name? Whitney? What's the name of the girl?
Mercedes.
Ain't no Whitney on this show.
Whitney. Who is Whitney?
Where is Whitney?
Who is Whitney? Detective Dina is there.
Who is Whitney?
Whitney must be a production assistant because ain't no Whitney on this show.
She meant Mercedes.
You ever had a Whitney on Ready to Love?
Oh my God, she just made people names up and stuff. Okay.
And I've been the only Stacy.
I'm done.
Oh Lord have mercy, Jesus. Wait a
I'm
minute.
glad I got my tequila for tonight because y'all was on one.
Didn't somebody say ready to lie?
Yeah.
Who said that?
Jeffrey.
So you know
that was Sue Ann talking about Jeffrey.
Sue Ann talking about Jeffrey.
Mm-hmm. She said she's not ready to love. She ready to lie.
I agree, 100%.
Ooh. Well, they were just straight arguing. Who they were arguing in front of DeMario? They didn't even care. She's like, I go with DeMario.
DeMario was like, I'm just gonna continue to drink my red stripe and fuck.
That's all he could. That's all he cared about was that red stripe.
He was like, this has nothing to do
don't bring
with
me in it.
He was already deep in his
I ain't
feelings
in it.
because that girl kissed that boy. That's what he was.
He really was
about that.
Mess.
Yeah, he was in Mobile for that.
So let's get into the second chance argument. When I say they want to get into it, I want her to stay. I was like, I understand what he was saying. You want to give up the only one vote you have for one.
It's still early in the process.
First of all, because he's fighting for his life because he upset with Jeffrey about her kissing that boy, and so he don't want Corvea to go because that's his ace in the hole. Now, I just would like for it to be known that the person fighting most vigorously not to use the save is also the person who has Jeffrey as his number one. So I just want to put that out there in the atmosphere. And she was on the bottom three, and he act like he didn't give a damn if she went home or not, even though she was supposed to be his number one.
This is how I feel like this is how people need to go home. Whoever everybody's name needs to be on the board, and whoever's name get called the most, that's the person that needs to go home. I don't give a fuck about these connections no more.
Wow. Well, tell us how you really feel. And
I'm trying to figure out. So to me, using that vote so early, was so early to me was a waste of a vote because, just like he was getting all upset when he said.
We don't know if they used the vote because they did that bullshit.
They said it, but Marco or whatever his name is, he said that wait because you might find somebody else down the line that you might vibe more than right now. And I was like, bro, I'm feeling you can all intense about it. Because you only have that one vote and you're going to throw it away. I know she's the one. All that stuff. I'm like, man.
But I mean, we don't know exactly if they used it or not because, they did that cliffhanger BS again. So we'll figure out who it is in the first 5 minutes of the next episode.
Mario fighting was real hard
because Andrea has COVID. Because Andrea has COVID, is he going to come back
crazy to Jeffrey? Not Jeffrey. Yeah, to Jeffrey.
Is Andrea going to come back after COVID?
No, he said he is. No. What part
he
of
left the process?
What part of
he will not be returning.
Tyler Perry Mike is not coming back. Yes.
What part of he left the process being?
Process over.
But this is what I don't understand. Why? When Looney, what's her name? Looney had COVID. She came back. So why couldn't Andre come back?
He said he didn't want to come back.
He said he did. He said
was his choice.
He said,
"What did you say, Ebony? You want to come back?" Excuse me, ladies of the panel.
Alicia, he said he doesn't want to come back.
And I really wanted to hear what you had to say.
Go ahead, kiss my cheeks, baby.
I was gonna say I tweeted. I didn't tweet DeMario, but I tweeted in general, and he retweeted that I was lying. I said that it was convenient that he was quite jealous about the Jeffrey kiss earlier in the episode, but when it's time to vote, he's going hard for Corvea. And I said, to me, it seems like you just are talking to Corvea on the boat.
But that Corvea girl needs to go. She really needs to go.
Corvea could go because she's not vibing with anyone, and it's no on this show with enough money for her. I can already see it, and it ain't nothing wrong with that.
This is ghetto.
But DeMario said that was a lie. He said there was editing and that, everyone uses that edit thing in their retweets, that I didn't see the whole edit, that he really did like Corvea. But I said, didn't you look at Oprah like me? You was jealous about Jeffrey and you was now wanting to pick Corvea. Look, I just feel like this show is really hard to take seriously. It seems like everyone is just picking somebody to pick and we gonna ride it out. That's why I don't like this save a person. Like, because if it was a bitch like me and I wanted to stay on the show, I'm never saving nobody. It's never gonna be unanimous because as long as it's not my person, they could go. So I don't understand why we even introduced this save a person thing.
I really hate that's how you
trying to
feel.
use it so early. I mean, if you watch what's the Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, when they get ready to call a friend or they only got one lifeline because they start out with 3. And then when they get to that last lifeline, they be struggling on when to use it. Like, I'm going to take a couple of guesses, and if I can get those right, then I'll use a lifeline on one that's really hard. You don't, I'm going to just put it like this. You ain't using a lifeline on a random hoe. I know I wouldn't.
These people need to go. That's the whole point of the show. It's no point of a lifeline just for somebody to stick around and go home the next week. Just let them go.
And get together at a later time like other people have. There's been a lot of couples that did not get together on the show. They got together after the show, and they are much happier.
I'm so happy I didn't get together with anybody.
Stacey, it's going to take a whole lot to get you. It's going to take a whole lot.
I feel like she just said
can the congregation already pray for the strength of my future man?
And that's a compliment because you just ain't randomly out here, trying to get with somebody to say I got a man. So that's what
Stacey,
I mean.
I got a little lineup for you.
I'll be back.
I'll check that tweet out.
Yeah, make your way on out.
Because let me tell you something. Today, this episode, Tony, I was hearing in New York in his little voice. I said, "Oh, I wanted him to rap. He sounded like Mace or somebody. I wanted to hear him on I wanted to hear him on a P Diddy track. Dun, 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 dun.
Hold on. Speaking of who was that? Tony was talking to Jonique, and she had like a emotional moment because she wanted to be loved.
Why is everybody crying this season? That's my question.
Well, I'm glad they allowed this clip of Jonique to be in here because they show so much of her being sassy, and I think that I appreciate them adding a layer of vulnerability and soft girl to the token, like baddie. You know what I mean?
I just hated that she was having that conversation with somebody like him.
What?
I wish she was having.
Ain't nothing wrong with Tony. Don't.
What?
What you got against Tony?
Yeah,
what happened?
He's a player.
Don't start. Really? Oh my God! This lipstick.
I wish she was having that conversation. I wish she was having that conversation with the nurse. What's the name of the nurse? What's his name?
Who?
The guy with.
What's
with
the name of
daughter.
the who?
The guy
Anthony.
with the daughter?
Anthony.
Andre?
Yes.
Not the daughter.
No,
Calm down.
Anthony, the nurse that can write prescriptions.
Yes.
Okay.
I wish.
I like him.
Somebody said Anthony.
Yes.
Can I
Anthony
say
Andre, whatever his name is, child.
I gotta tell you this. Tony, he's already in his head. That's why he feels offended because he was not named the sexiest man. And listen, Tony, sit down somewhere. Just sit down somewhere.
Thank you.
I mean, if he thought
this is the one time
he's the most
if he thought he had a connection with her, he wasn't thinking he was the sexiest person. He just thought that maybe she would find him attractive since he felt a connection with her. You can't be mad at that.
Can I say that Corvea just retweeted DeMario that they are vibing? So maybe they're vibing now, and I can't believe
I
my
can
eyes.
see it. I can see it. I can see how they are similar, like how they would be attracted to each other. I can see it.
You better be tweeting where the people can see it. Because who not tweeting about this? Okay, show me.
Wait a minute. Where you said? You said they
co-investigator on today.
Corvea just retweeted DeMario's response that
I don't know if I'm following her.
I'm not following either one of them, so
I just don't understand why these girls are not catching Blue. Blue is handsome.
Miss Ellen said if I was Tony, I would be offended too. Lyndon.
right.
Y'all wrong.
Tickle. You and me tickled.
Ellen, that's true. I was like, I think she did that purposely. She wanted for Tony to feel some type of way. I think so.
It's like everybody kind
maybe
of
that's a way of putting a little fire under his belly. But see, what typically works in real life ain't working on these men in Miami, honey.
Mm-hmm.
That's
why they on the show.
They get mad over. It's just a little kiss. You mad about this. You mad because you ain't the sexiest. You mad about this. Everything is a turn off to you. When we are dating in real life, this is like you can just see y'all are in a bubble, so you can see for yourself other people's connections. If this is real, like if we are on the streets, like our everyday lives outside of Ready to Love, you don't know who's kissing who. And I bet it won't be nothing on the lips. It's gonna be some with some tongue. It's gonna be some Fabrizio stuff.
Ooh, not Fabrizio.
Right. Not fabric softener. Wait a minute.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Stacy. Not Fabrizio star, Jesus.
Because he was talking about we grown up in here.
And we
He'd have stayed around. He'd have had everybody swinging off the chandelier.
Why are those girls acting? You're too old. You're too old. Look at Karen from Real Houses of Potomac. The woman is a senior citizen and she's running around.
Oh, no.
Now, how do you do that?
Read about the age.
You will not.
You
will not. You will not.
First of all, before we start calling her a senior citizen, how old is that woman?
Ain't Karen like 59 or 69 or something like that?
It's okay.
That is not a senior citizen, baby.
Her age. Hush your mouth. You about to be her age next year. Hush your mouth, girl.
No, but Karen is like 59 or something. And you can be 55 and get the senior discount at AHA.
That's a senior discount.
My free waffles and stuff. Okay.
I just
first of all, we got 6 people in the chat. 6 people in the chat. Come on, y'all, get that like button up and subscribe. We got everyone's description that's up here. Please make sure you guys follow everybody. And thank you for coming through. Miss Reviews. Quick.
Yeah. I hate that, when it's a double standard. Okay. I never found there was no problem with that Fabrice guy talking about whatever he was talking about. The guy has traveled. The guy is exposed. The guy, he appreciates, everything. So why do we don't have a problem with Karen saying all those things that she's saying and running around looking for blue eyes and all that? Okay. But then
how can you compare the two, Mad?
We have a problem with this guy.
That's apples and oranges. Let's move on to this. Let's stay on this show. Let's stay on this show.
It's my done because I'm not here for the BS. I'm not here to be
sorry, man.
You will
not doing that, man. Not today. Not the Cape Crusader. Not the Cape Crusader. We're not doing this.
I'm done. Not the Cape.
Lord have mercy.
I'm not saying anything. I'm not.
At the end of the yacht situation or whatever, how did y'all finally feel about the decision? Wait, hold on. Did anybody get sent home? Who got sent home? I can't remember now.
Nobody got sent home. It's a cliffhanger. That's why I keep saying that we don't know if they used the lifeline or not because we don't know who went home.
Oh yeah, they should send
that girl home. The girl, what's her name?
Who?
We don't know who went home, Maud.
I know, but the girl who should be going home is the girl who can't. This is my lifestyle. If you cannot provide this lifestyle, then I don't. Girl, you have the money.
Stacey, somebody talking to you in the chat.
Hi. She gets in my nerves, you guys. Oh, this is my lifestyle. This is how I live. Okay, you have the money. You have the money.
Somebody talking to me?
Oh,
Shut let me tell you some old love. I ain't
about
talking to no other panelists. I'm talking to Mod. This is what Mod and I do. I don't know if this is your first time here.
Oh,
who is that?
Oh, not your first time.
No, we are twins, darling. Come on, Mod. Show what we do. Come on. Shit.
Oh, Lord Jesus.
Cheers, Stacy. Cheers.
Oh, how'd you know?
Yeah, it would behoove you. Just not them two. Not just leave them two alone, because petty twin powers activate, and then it'd be a whole different thing.
Yes.
It's gonna be a whole different situation.
That's a comment. That comment over there, I agree.
So
That
Cynthia has to force another
I would
connection.
I would
She
hate
only
for you to
wanted
run up in
Andre.
this chat and get jumped by the whole panel.
Tanisha, do you have a picture of? Let me tell y'all. Okay, so here's my problem. Sometimes, like, I'm having a problem, like, identifying the ladies. Like, I love us and, like, owning, like, our appearances and, accessing the full range of beauty products. Love it to death. But sometimes I get confused, like, if it's a major color change, like hair color change, or, like, so do you have a picture of Cynthia so you can remind me?
Cynthia, she's a girl who gave me the green dress. Sexy.
Right.
Oh, yeah,
the green dress and the boots.
Yes. The green dress.
She's the one. And she went to the sip and paint with Tyler Perry hair and cried.
Right. She's the one that had the green dress on that made everybody change their favorite color.
100%. Yes, it is.
Oh my gosh,
Okay.
Abby, what did you say?
Are you talking about me? Because I couldn't remember who got sent home. I couldn't remember. The cliffhanger is trash. I can't stand cliffhangers, and I don't even like it. I'm ready to love. I don't think they should put cliffhangers. Just to drag it on. Let's go and see what's gonna happen.
Well, it was kind of awkward because it wasn't like and next time or to be continued.
Oh yeah. You're right.
So I was just a little confused. That's why when y'all were saying it, I didn't know if it had been. I was like, did I miss it? Because I was trying to fast forward so I can catch up with y'all as a track.
So, and then you got to look at the previews for the next week and try to see who's missing.
And I was trying to look.
Who is missing?
Oh, I don't know. I gave up looking.
I didn't see Corvea.
I did.
I saw Jeffrey. Whiting.
I think a little bit early.
I'm going to go out on a limb and said they bullied all them into using the last chance save, and nobody went home. That's what I'm going with.
I mean, they use it this early. That's on them.
I feel like the producers is making them use this because they have a lot of drama with that Jeffrey Susanna Blake situation, and if one of those three actually left this week, then they would be less drama, and ain't nothing really else popping off.
Without the drama,
so they made them use that last chance thing to save old girl, and now nobody went home this next week. Nobody went home.
Well, I felt like maybe she did not go home just because Tony's feedback to her was like, you gotta stop doing that. Like, you can't do that. You gotta stop doing that.
Cool. Jeffrey?
When Tony when it was the three ladies up there at the end, he told Corvea about how she was speaking. Like, he was kind of harsh. He was like, you speak before you think. I was like, damn.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow.
Yes. And was like, you boy, you crazy?
She does.
I forgot where I was at.
I know.
No, he was talking to me like that. I was like, what I said? There's no way you can tell me that, bro. Are you crazy? No.
Right.
No, but I think that shows the frustration of the men, because Tony is a put together guy. Like, I can't see him. So one thing I wanted to say earlier when I was trying to get my life together and get on camera today with y'all, with you ladies, with you beautiful ladies of the panel. If you notice, the person who was speaking had a strong connection and a weak connection among the three women. That's how it is. Who's gonna eliminate you or who's gonna shape you up is somebody you either have extreme conflict with or extreme amour with or infatuation with.
Is that London? Is that London?
I noticed that. Tony was the one.
Who?
What?
Today, Tony did all three ladies, so I think he has a close connection with one of them, and he has conflict. Like, he definitely ain't feeling one of them.
I don't know about Tony. Tony with that hairline of his.
You don't like Tony. Okay, why you don't like Tony? Why don't you like Tony though?
He's gonna
why
pray
you don't
for
like
the
Tony,
food. He's gonna pray for the food, and then he comes up. I'm gonna pray. And
he ain't pray today, sister.
Okay, because you guys know, y'all do know that he reached out to me and spoke about that. Because
no, according to him, he don't even know Jesus for real, so it don't even matter.
What show were you looking at tonight, Sweeney?
And that's what pisses me off. That pisses me off because the girl that you're dating is saying, "I want somebody who has a relationship with Jesus." She said those words, and you're over here acting like, "Oh, I don't know about that." So, say that. Tell that girl that, because that girl is saying, "Oh, I have never met somebody like you. I've been looking for somebody like you who has a relationship with Jesus because you love Jesus, you love me."
Well, this is when her discernment should kick in.
But Tony, you cannot see anything beyond his hairline. Nothing.
But Ma, here's the thing. If she really has a relationship with the Lord, like she says she does, she should be able to
discern
what he owns.
And the Lord will reveal.
Hallelujah.
I'm saying
the Lord will reveal.
At some point, your discernment should kick in.
Mm-hmm. It is already.
You know what that looks like.
It's already kicking in because
it's not.
Abby, she keeps saying, "I don't see something I don't trust about Tony is." Yeah, she is. She's saying those things.
Yeah, all I can say is if sometimes I've liked people, now I'm talking about friends, family member, men, and then all of a sudden I just get this wave over my spirit and I got to quit dealing with them because it just it ain't sizzling right, it don't feel right, and she might not have had her moment right now. She might be infatuated, but eventually that's gonna wear off. You know what I'm saying? Everything that glitter ain't gold.
I hope so, because she's a beautiful girl. My goodness, she's beautiful. Listen, I hope so. She sees him for who he is.
Well, that's the only thing I didn't like about is when with the DeMario thing. As far as I felt like he was crying a little bit today, just because old girl was kissing somebody else, and that's the whole point of the show is a date. So
I don't know why they're
I thought that was a little weak, but I mean,
I feel like it's that.
You said why? What?
Too fast.
I still don't know why they're too that man.
I feel like that game happened too fast. I feel like normally that's later on down the line when they play that ridiculous game. I don't like the game in and of itself, but I feel like they played it way too soon.
Yeah.
This feels very much like we just had the snatch game in episode number 4. What the hell is happening?
Mm-hmm.
And
then after that,
and that did happen too.
And then after that disappointment, he has this conversation with that Covea, whatever her name is. And then, we are vibing, energy. Ain't no energy there.
Wow.
Well, according to them in real life,
you going so you don't believe that they like each other.
I don't know what you want. I don't know what you want us to do with it. This show is a dump fire.
Why is he with the tea? She's so quiet.
We'll find out at the.
Shout out to
who?
Laverne. Laverne DC cast for bringing up the Truth or Dare. What we're gonna add here is some historical references too, baby, because we watched this show.
Right now they're gonna play it every season.
Quiet, Alicia. Say something.
Something.
Blink twice if you need help.
Not the in front of the
Not blink twice. Oh my God. Y'all tripping. So, ladies, do we got any final words for this episode? Kiss my cheeks.
No.
Come on, ponytail.
Oh, wow.
Come on.
Not come on, ponytail.
It would be better than what it was. So I'm disappointed.
Dina. Damn.
I'm tired of these cliffhangers. Send these folks on home and keep it moving.
It's a lot of just strength in these responses. Stacey, it's just like short and quick. Like everybody got 2 things to say. That's it.
Well, I don't know if y'all talked about Blue today. I didn't like. I feel like I didn't like the conversation with Marcia because you're talking to a man. You saying you don't like nothing, sis. Like I love me. I love go fishing.
Oh yeah. She didn't like outdoors or nothing.
But here's the thing,
I was like, damn.
I'm very much Marcia. Don't take me. Why are we going? Okay, now I'm not going hiking. I'm not going to play out in the dirt. I don't do that. I'm not that type of broad. So you need to know that up front. That's part of getting to know you. Now, if you want to go fishing, we at like a pier and you give me a chair, I have my iPad.
That's what you do. That's what you do. You sit there with the chair. It's relaxing. The water.
But she says she don't do nothing.
But
I know.
Yeah, exactly.
If some of us are willing to do that, and some of us are not. And isn't it better for you to know up front that let me be very clear, beloved. Don't ever ask me to go fishing because I don't want to do it.
Well,
Let me be very clear. That's not who I am. That's not what I like.
So what do you like to do? What do you like? There's nothing you like to do.
Don't try to invite me to those type of things.
What do you like to do? There's nothing she likes to do. What does she like to do? What does she like to do?
It's a ton of things.
My buzzer ain't working. Hold on,
You're dating. You gotta be. If you're open to love, you're open to do different things. You're open to date. You're open to do all these different things.
I'm open to all of that, but
now,
I
will not go hiking because you can get mad at me and then all of a sudden I show up missing. And ain't nobody gonna find me.
Yeah, you know they don't look black. And you know black women don't get looked for. They get left out there and don't get found. So
you ain't gonna have me out here trying to bring my people to survive.
Oh my God, she said you're gonna leave my parts in the woods because you guys.
Well, so what I did,
I will not go hiking and I will not go scuba diving with the man.
Okay, well, I didn't like the
but
fact
I'll
that
do anything else almost.
Go ahead, Lisa.
What does she like doing?
Hold on, Maud. What'd you say, Lisa?
She doesn't like doing anything.
Alicia, what'd you say?
Hold on.
Never mind.
Alicia, go ahead,
never
Mama.
mind, baby girl.
Never mind. That's it. That's the post. Every time I try to talk, I gotta cut me off.
You will not.
You shut up for you, boo.
There you go.
Go ahead.
Come on, Lily. Come on, Mama.
What I didn't like is she came into the day saying everything that she would not do, nothing of what she was willing to do or what I will try. She get somebody else to do it. That's basically what she said the entire time.
She was anking everything.
I'm sorry,
I
but
will not breathe
I'm
with
that
you,
type of chick. But I'm an old lady now, so I can be like, no, I'm not fit.
I can listen, I understand outside ain't for everybody, but she was just like, I'm not doing this, I'm not doing that, I'm not doing this, I'm not doing that. But I'm gonna show you how to eat some oysters. Bitch, if you don't take your ass outside.
But the thing about it, at least she was telling how she felt about as far as what she want. I will agree with that. She ain't just try to be fake, something more fake about it, and be like, oh yeah, I want to do all that stuff, knowing good just to get a man.
So what is she about? Just eating oysters? Is that what she?
But you know what? I don't know anything else about her that from what I learned I knew from last week. I just know what she ain't gonna do this week.
Thank you,
Thank you. But she might be the type of girl. Take me to the museum. Let's go.
She ain't that type of girl.
Let's do this. Let's do that. We don't
know.
They just
let's also state this. It also depends on who's asking. Because somebody might say, "Oh, I'm not going hiking," but let Tyrese ask me to go hiking. A bitch is going hiking. But Bob down the street, no. I don't do those type of outdoors. I can stand the outdoors. But if Tyrese asks, I'm gonna have my my citronella candle. I'm going down to Dick's Sporting Goods and get me some good hiking boots. I'm ready with a can. I'm ready.
I'm so sorry.
You
The way
know
my
what?
face
You
is set
know
up, I'm not
what,
doing
Line?
hyping. I'm not doing
I'm a
it.
flip flop right now because
No, but Stacey,
I'm
Here,
gonna bring
Stacey
you
about to
some
fold like a lawn
water.
chair.
if
She
there
about
was
to
I'm gonna
fold
bring
like
anybody
a
you
else
lawn
who
some
was
chair.
talking
water.
about,
Wait. Hold on.
Some
Wait.
water before you go hiking, baby. I might not go with you, but I'm gonna bring you some water in a thermos, and I'm gonna pack you a sandwich.
but Stacey, if there was anybody else who was gonna talk about, sex and life, and they were not wearing those funny jeans that Fabrice was wearing and that stupid turtleneck that he was wearing. If it was somebody like
Not reading Febreze.
they would all be like, oh yeah.
My,
But because it was Fabrice who looked like what?
he
Where
didn't
was
even
there?
Mom, we said
Mad,
that last week. Nobody would have had an issue with fabric softener and all of
No,
his sex
Fabrice
talks
wasn't. It
if
meant
he
the way he was
looked
dressing.
like Denzel, if he
that is
looked
a
like David
great.
Washington Jr., if he
If he looked like
looked
Michael B. Jordan,
like
that is what you call.
come on,
Ooh,
if he looked
that is
like
what you
any of
call
those
pretty
gentlemen,
privileged.
nobody would have had a problem with what fabric softener was talking about.
Pretty
But because he
privileged.
looked like the bottom of somebody's foot, wasn't
There it
nobody
is.
trying to hit it.
Pretty privilege works for
Damn,
men
not
too.
Oh,
good.
you have Michael B. Jordan say, Stace, you want to go hiking with me? And I'm saying, baby, I'm gonna go drive. I'm gonna ride in the car with you up to that trail. I'm gonna give you this little igloo thermos of your water, baby, and I'm gonna give you this sandwich. And guess what? I'm gonna give you some fruit snacks so you can have some sugar, so you can have energy to come back to me in one piece, baby.
Meanwhile, I'm gonna give you some head and send you on your way. I'm not doing
Oh,
Oh, wait a minute.
that is safe for bed.
On the flag on the flag.
Because Emmy, what?
Did I stutter?
Auntie,
I'm gonna
top you off real nice.
we're about to
And
get
give you a
banned.
thermos of Gatorade and be like, be safe.
We're about to get banned. We're about to get banned. We're about to get banned. We are about to get banned. That's it right there. That's it. We can't even play the gospel music today because of what she just said. We need to just skip to the
marriage cannot be defiled.
Just close the curtain.
Well,
all right. And with that being said, I don't have anything else to say.
Confession has not said anything. Confessions. She's been so quiet.
Please, Mama. Please say something at the end of the nast of the pickle. Go ahead, Mama.
How does she finish? I mean,
what?
We heard how it was finished. It came really quick or slow. I don't know. Go ahead, Confessions.
What, my final thought? I'm still on final thoughts.
Yeah, we're gagged literally right now. Gagged.
My mouth is still on the floor. I don't think I can recover from the past in 30 minutes of this live. I believe we have reached our peak and we cannot get any higher than this.
Overflowing, right?
The play on words is wonderful.
At this time, we have climbed that mountain, okay? We have
I am gone and in the afterlife. This is a ghost here. I am gone.
Kevin, you said you wouldn't go hiking and you just hiked up that mountain just now, baby.
And now we're
that mountain takes a lot less effort than actually climbing the other one. So
she just slid down the slopes.
No,
wait, hold on.
Climbed up that scream Drago at the top and everything.
Oh my God! What did Nelly do with the mic?
Look, they finna cancel all of us from the Beyonce's internet. They finna delete all of us.
All our pages about to be banned just for being on this.
I have to say, can I say something?
This is ready to love.
Go ahead, Mark.
I was ready to
exactly this year.
But this episode did not, I was happy because I didn't have to see that little tiny ponytail. I was happy about that.
Fine. Okay.
Okay, all right.
What happened to your grade?
All right, y'all. With that being said, come back and see us, y'all. You hear me?
No break.
Bye.